Shift our focus to governing party politics now ahead of their conference. Well, the ANC's National Elective Conference is fast approaching, and it seems more members are raising their hands for the top 6 positions. Reports suggest that Deputy President David Mabuza and former Health Minister Levy Ndou are among those who will be contesting the party's presidency. Younger National Executive Committee members like Ronald Lamula are also gunning for top positions. But what are their and others' chances in as far as this race is concerned? To discuss this and more, I'm joined now by political analyst Levy Ndou, and I've got to give credit to the discussion of this theme raised by the Daily Maverick and Quinn Maswabi, getting us all thinking about the chances that these young people face. Levy Ndou, realistically, there seems to be a stampede for the position of president. No, in fact, let me put it the other way. This is a real stampede for the position of deputy president, and another almost similar stampede for the position of president. A few young, relatively young people's names are being thrown somewhere there in the mix. Given that, the generation that has led until now in the National Executive Committee and in the top 6 leadership, National Working Committee, etc., many of them are also interested in these positions. Realistically, what chance do these relatively young generations stand in this contest?
Good afternoon, Thulasizwe. Good afternoon to the viewers at home. There should be stampede, Thulasizwe, because, of course, conference is fast approaching. We left with almost only 2 months towards conference. And now that the branch processes have not as yet started, those who'd love to see themselves in the positions or in higher positions in the party have to start raising their hands. And I think we're going to have a very busy 8 weeks towards the conference, because there are many people that are interested, but equally, we have got a lot of young people who are saying that we have waited for some time and it is time now for young people to lead. There is a proposal of 40% to be in the NEC coming from young people, and equally, you have got elder members of the ANC who still want to lead the ANC. But even though we only have got 8 weeks, we still have a lot of processes that have to unfold. Raising a hand, in my view, is just not enough. You need to have support generally from the structures of the ANC in order to be able to make it. And having so many people might be an indication that there is an abundance of leadership in the ANC, or we have got a lot of people that are ambitious to occupy higher positions in the party.
Yeah. So if we talk ideas, though, and solutions for society, because I imagine that's what it should really boil down to, would we necessarily get any fresh ideas if people such as Mamuluku Gubai or Ronald Lamula, for example, were to be successful and find themselves in that ANC top 6? How much of an impact would they make? Mamuluku Gubai, for example, already occupies a powerful position chairing the ANC's Economic Transformation Committee, and that's really a powerful position. But would this really necessarily lead to new thinking, new ideas, new energy that perhaps energizes the ANC's base once again, or would it be more of the same?
We have had people who have played a very important role in the politics of the ANC and the country, and they've done so for quite some time. My view is that if the ANC still want to live for many years to come, they should also create an opportunity for younger people to come in. My view is that this is the right time in order to get younger people into leadership positions of the ANC, bring in fresh ideas, fresh energy, and of course, these are the people that are able to understand what is actually happening on the ground on the basis of their age and the interactions that they have with people on the ground on a regular basis. Of course, you'll still need fewer elders in the party to guide the young people. But my strong view is that you need younger generations in the ANC in order to move the party forward. And if indeed such are in existence, Mamluko Kubai, Ronald Lamula, and others, these are the people, in my view, who should be given a chance to lead the ANC.
Yeah. And just in terms of the ideas that you're hearing, are you hearing any ideas that speak to the moment we're in as a country from these election campaigns, and some people talking about a phenomenon of ndikheteni, choose me, elect me, without really telling you and substantiating why they deserve to lead the ANC and possibly to lead the country. Are you hearing any ideas, or is it just about the numbers game of I can secure the endorsement of that provincial executive committee, that provincial structure of the ANC, that region, etc., etc.?
You only have few politicians who would voluntarily decide not to continue as leaders. The majority of politicians across the whole world, and mostly in Africa, would love to stay in power for a greater portion of time. And I think it is time now that the ANC has to identify the right people who must come with fresh and new ideas in order to move the organization forward. The unfortunate part now is that those that are in social media and everywhere else are seeing a lot of people who are saying, please vote for me, and not actually saying anything that they can bring on the table. My view is that leaders of the ANC, especially those who are involved in ensuring that there is new leadership, should actually do a very thorough work in identifying right people who must then be able to respond to the challenges that the ANC is facing, and of course the challenges facing South Africa in general. Yeah. You also need leaders who will then be able to ensure that they are selfless, and in whatever they do that in the best interest of South Africa. But more importantly, Tula Sizwe, you need new energy, you need fresh blood, so that the ANC indeed can be able to respond to the challenges facing society today, and indeed continue to be relevant and face the challenges ahead.
But is the whole system, Levy Ndou, not the whole system of the ANC and how it conducts its election campaigns and preparations for choosing leadership, isn't it all engineered against what you are saying? People, stepping forward and saying, these are my ideas, this is what I would do differently in government, in that, it encourages, does the system, collective decision-making, it's the branches that speak. Ambition is discouraged. Cyril Ramaphosa's New Deal. Many people don't even know that Cyril Ramaphosa had a plan called New Deal that was launched in Soweto. I was there when it was launched. I think it lasted all of that one evening when we spoke about it, analyzed it at length, and then it was tossed aside and replaced by him towing the line of what the party wanted more than his ideas.
The situation that faces the ANC is that it is rooted in the traditional behavior of the party. And there are many instances where the ANC and its leadership do not appear to be flexible in changing with times. You need the ANC that is able to sit down like they did at the policy conference, identify people who will then be able to address the policy issues that the ANC has actually been dealing with in the past few months. But equally, you also need an outstanding leader whom, apart from policy positions of the party and working within the collective, it's able to lead both the organization and South Africa to prosperity. You need a leader who is also at times able to say, this is what my party says, but as a leader of South Africa, this is the route that I think I have to take in the best interest of the country. Of course, there has to be accountability to the party and to South Africans, but South Africans need strong leadership which must actually take South Africa from where we are to another level. And of course, when they are busy canvassing, negotiating, and ensuring that they come up with leadership, members of the ANC should actually bear in mind that what becomes a priority is South Africa and nothing else.
All right, Levy Ndou, I've got to thank you for your time and your insights here on eNCA, weighing in on the upcoming elective conference of the ANC and also the phenomenon of younger leaders who are saying that the time has come for the ANC to be infused with some serious energy in as far as its top 6 leadership structures are concerned. And that conference is coming up in December, steadily building up to that.